Our next inductee was a three-sport athlete here, but she was a member of some of the most successful Golden Eagle volleyball teams in particular when she first got here, then later went on to be an all-conference selection in softball, also competed in the sport of women's basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, Amanda Gough. Had to take the long way up with the ramp, huh?
Hey. Hi, babies. I can barely see you.
And as I mentioned, you were on one of the really special volleyball teams here and achieved that regional final going to the Elite Eight. What do you remember about what it was like in that moment? In that time, did you feel like something special was brewing with that team?
I knew it from the beginning. We had such an amazing freshman class that came in, and it was Coach Jen's first recruiting class, and she put together the most amazing personalities on and off the court. So that being said, our freshman year all the way to our junior year, we formed into an amoeba, and give full credit to her because it takes a special person to realize all of those personalities are individuals that became the Elite Eight team that she led. Thank you. But that being said, that moment when we were going and playing against these unbelievable teams, it was intense. But we all believed in each other, and we were such good friends, and look at everybody. They're so beautiful. Thank you for coming. Hi. Love you too. Hi. But yeah, so we just formed so many bonds on and off the court that it just led into the success that you saw from that team, and it was so much fun.
And Coach was also really instrumental in you and supportive of you whenever you tried to pursue some other sports when you were at Clarion. She was very supportive in that pursuit. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so at the time when I was in school, she and the softball coach shared an office. So we would be joking around back and forth with Coach Shintrika, Hudson, and now Weibel, saying that I'll either go back home and bowl for the neighboring university, or I'll play softball at the same time. And bowling was really on my agenda. But so she was super supportive, and I would always just pick up a random bat and just swing in the office and just joke around with them, saying I really wanted to play, and it was a passion of mine ever since I was 4. That's when I started playing softball, and it grew and grew and grew, and with the much needed support. There was a lot of family issues going on back home, and they both were really there for me and my family, and that grew into such a family that I needed here in order to do the multiple sports in which I was able to accomplish. Well,
your journey to Clarion, from what you described to me, it really was a case of the stars aligning in a lot of ways. Can you tell us a little bit about how you came to be recruited to even compete here?
Yeah, so going off of being a 3-sport athlete in high school, travel ball was starting, and was a big thing for club ball, for volleyball, travel ball for softball, etc. So I was not fortunate enough to be able to play those secondary sports during season. So I had to get permission from my softball coach in order to play club volleyball for 3 weeks. I played in one tournament, and that tournament in Indianapolis, Indiana, is where Coach Jen saw me. She was there recruiting an outside hitter that I had gone to high school with, who actually asked me to be the setter for those 3 weeks due to reasons that the setter was out for their starting lineup. She said, I want you to come and set for us. I said, okay, let me ask my softball coach, and she allowed me, and she ended up allowing me to go to college. Because when I was on the court, I set Kaylin Marcus, who was the outside at the time, and I remember vividly that Jen handed papers to my mom and sorry. At that moment, my mom said, I'm going to college. I wasn't being heavily recruited. We didn't have a lot of money in order to, choose wherever we wanted to go. So it was a blessing that Jen was there recruiting my teammate, especially for my mom. I was the first in our family to go to college, and I owe everything to my mom. She had passed a year ago this coming May 22nd, so that's why you see me like this. Thank you.
Amanda.
Thanks. Love you too, Cal. Hi, Roro. But yeah, like he said, the stars did align that day, and I could never be words can't express how thankful I am for my mom and for Coach Jen being there that day and getting me there.
Is there anybody else you would like to thank, Amanda, or acknowledge?
Hundreds of people. I mean, y'all are here. Thank you so much to everybody from Clarion University that has been a part of this whole entire room's legacy. You see everybody on this stage coming up, and they have individual stories, but nonetheless excel at everything because of the support. So I want to thank you for the support in which you all have given us. Also, Clarion University for providing an educational program for all of us as well to excel in not only athletics, but after. Especially thank you to every single coach I've had here. I think I've had like 7 or 8, I'm not sure. From that being head coach, GAs, assistant coaches, thank you all for being here as well. And to my family and my friends, I love you all. And to my mom and my grandma.
Ladies and gentlemen, Amanda Gough.
Thanks.